Wow, we're here.
Let's
we
go.
are back.
Season 2.
Season 2 starts
back.
now. Dude, I cannot to say this enough from all of our hearts, and I'm speaking for all of us here. Thank you so much.
Thank
the
you.
Feedback, the positive feedback, the commentary, what you guys want to see from us, what we cover, dude.
That's right.
We love it. It brings us ideas. It helps us be closer to our audience, and you guys closer to us. We are all one big team here, and just super happy to be part of it. We finished it off. I'll introduce myself first. Josh here.
Sean, what's up?
Matt.
Dude, we are so happy to have you. Dude, Matt, can you tell them what we're covering today, what we're going over?
I don't know why I can't, so I will. Dude, we're going to go over some 80s martial arts movies.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
shout out Jackie
Cha-cha.
Chan.
Shout
Shout
out
out
Jackie
Bruce
Chan.
Lee.
Bruce
We've been
Lee.
talking about the flying car that got approved by the FAA.
What? Sounds
Wait for that. And here's a kicker. Little spoiler, or maybe not. You guys take a guess. Which one of us went to the rodeo for the first time?
First time.
Who was it?
Oh.
Take your guess.
Dude, take it. We'll give you some time, but tune in. We're gonna cover it, dude.
So, 4th of July episode was not too long ago.
Dude, yeah, that was fun. That was super exciting.
Yeah.
That we had a great time, and dude, especially on set, we had everybody here. It was a good time.
I've heard so many good things from our outfits.
Yeah.
They loved it.
Yeah.
They loved your face, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That face paint was amazing.
Well, I thought they were gonna talk about my Men's Warehouse outfit. That didn't even get any love. Uncle Sam over here just was like, "Where's the money?
Where's my taxes?
That's so funny. And then when you pulled out the flag and the cooler, I just died. It was so hilarious.
That's
Like,
good, dude. Oh my god.
yeah. And do you guys have a good rest of your 4th? I got to see some fireworks. That was beautiful. So
Where'd you go for fireworks? Because in Minneapolis, I didn't go downtown, but I know they did lasers this year.
Drones.
Did you?
Drone
Oh, they
show.
did drones.
It was a
a
drone
light
show.
show.
Oh.
Drone, yeah.
How was it?
Which
Did you guys hear anything about it? Because I haven't.
I watched clips of it. Not here, but
Okay.
I watched clips online,
Yeah.
and that drone shows are really cool.
Why didn't
Yeah.
they
They
say?
can make anything.
Why did the paper say lasers and not drones?
I think
Oh.
lasers sound cool. Like, what lasers?
Lasers?
All right.
What?
Like, close your eyes, Matt. Ready?
That's what.
Hey, want to watch drones? Or do you want to watch lasers?
Maybe which one sounds
But
cooler,
so
but
patriotic
that's so
on the
funny.
4th of
But you
July.
can't.
Yeah.
But you can't even watch a laser show, or you'll go blind. You can't
True.
look at lasers.
Which is only going to be pointing up, or it just goes into space.
Yeah.
But they
Did you-
point at you.
Dude, speaking of that, of the drones though, did you see the one? I think it was in China where they did like the
Ooh.
replica. Like it was like 1,500 or 15,000. I
Yes.
think
Yeah.
1,500 though of drones, and they did the shot of the Chinese dragon.
The dragon.
Yeah,
That's-
so
Dude, so
cool.
that one is badass.
That's
Oh
cool. That'd be
my-
cool to be a
that's
part
so
of. Like,
cool.
oh my god, like, and it's gonna look way better in person with almost anything.
Dude, I can only imagine how cool that one was.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I wonder how that software works. How
Yeah.
like
Dude, they
you
synced
have
up
to
that many things.
It's gotta each drone has to have its like specific key code of
It
like
has to
A B C D, and then they have kind of like connect the dots when you're younger. They have like some type of algorithm or keyword where it's like, hey, they're supposed to be here at this time. This one's going to be next to it, and their colors change.
Yeah, I guess it'd probably be like animating a movie.
I mean, same thing. Well, maybe not because now you're in 3D space, but it's probably the same concept like a CNC machine, what we use, where you're going to be programming to go to
Yeah.
that specific space and time at right there if it's going to cut something, but it's going to be obviously in the air, so
Right. Yeah.
that's going to be
Mhm.
using some GPS. Obviously, it has
Yeah.
to have some GPS
Yeah.
Yeah.
to know its position.
Right.
Yeah, and it knows every other position that and their duty to do what they're
Think,
supposed to
yeah,
do.
they're just all those machines are just talking in real time. Like, I mean, instantaneously.
Yeah.
Like that's impressive as fuck
Yeah.
to know where
If
all
they
the
had
every
person-
other 1,499 are.
Yeah.
It's
And
crazy.
Make sure you don't crash.
And if they had
Crazy.
personality, they're like, all right, Bob, ready to do it?
Exactly.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Let's go.
I'm
Boom,
moving.
boom.
Light show.
Ah.
Wow, look at all these people. They're looking at us. Woo.
And
I
it's
think-
so
I think you're right,
embarrassing
though.
to be the one Bob or the one drone that messes up,
Malfunction.
was off a little
That
bit.
poor guy.
Then I turned left when I should have turned right.
Yeah.
Oh, poor drone.
You're
How
feeling bad
embarrassing.
all day.
How
I've been there. I've been
embarrassing.
there.
He had one job the whole
One
year,
job.
man.
One job.
He was born
Yeah,
for
one
that job.
job.
Literally.
Wow.
Oh no.
You
Yeah.
are alive right now to do one thing.
You guys know Rick and Morty? Like, that reminds me of the butter robot. Why are you here to serve butter? Is that, oh my god. that's it. That's all the robot. He's like, that's super intelligent. He's like,
Oh my
you
God,
serve
that's so
serve
funny.
butter, and he's just like, oh my god.
That's
That poor AI drone.
That
It's the
is-
same thing.
That is
That's-
such a great show. Too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
it's
Rick and
great.
Morty.
Touches up on a lot of things too.
Rick,
So-
Rick, Rick and Morty. Oh my God. Yeah, dude, drones are super cool. I've always wanted to fly one.
I want to do
Never have
the VR drone. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
Well,
familiar.
now they just what is it? They
Oh, I
approved
saw
it?
that. Yeah, they
$300,000 flying car, dude. Awesome.
You
You guys can help us get there. Help us all get one each. You can do it. What was that guy from Waterboy? What's his?
You can do it.
Oh, Rob
You-
Schneider.
Rob Schneider. You
Rob
can
Schneider.
do it. Cut his head off or something.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's hilarious.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Used to be in every Sandler movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I want to go back real quick to touch on a point about
Yeah.
the FFA car, or
Yeah.
the car approved by the FFA. I don't know. I didn't read too much on it. Did you read anything too much on it? Like, or a little bit? Like, I saw it, but I skimmed the article for some reason. I wish I would have like dove into it.
No, I didn't do a dive. I just read that $300,000 for that car. It's like I texted my girl. I said, "Hey, do you want to just travel the world and just leave wherever we want? Because we just live in a ball, go wherever we want to go."
I wonder how far you can fly with it.
It's a great question.
What are they going to do for like the way that they have roads now? They have to have parking spaces, and I'm like,
And
I'm just
landing?
parking in the
Like,
woods.
Well,
Parking in
yeah.
the
What do
woods.
you
I
do?
don't
Where do you
know.
park?
Yeah.
How do you land it? Like,
Yeah.
that's safely. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm getting ready to land. I got to make sure everyone's away. Are you going out into like a field?
Yeah, you could drop. You could. Yeah, you wouldn't
Well,
wanna
it
hurt
says
anybody.
it flies up to 110 miles. So
Wow. That's on a battery pack too. There's no gas, so it's just battery. Would you?
I don't
What if
know.
I
they-
just feel like it's gonna be kind of scary at first.
seems like you would have to change our infrastructure, really.
Absolutely,
To make this
I
work.
think that's the word I was.
But-
looking for.
Wow, and it's got a range of 200 miles though. That's pretty good for.
Oh, I suppose if you're driving, you get 200 miles.
If you're driving, you get 200 miles, but you're in the air 200 miles. Like obviously, it's still
It's a lot longer.
It's
'cause
still
you're gonna
200
go
miles, but now
direct.
you're just go. Yeah, like it's still 200 miles, but you
Probably
are
a-
closer to your final destination than if you're
Yeah,
taking
you gotta
200
go
miles
left,
on the.
right, slow down.
Is that right? Do you think does that sound stupid?
No,
No, you're right.
so 110 miles flying it gets, you would probably get 200 miles of driving roads.
Yeah.
Unless if you're just going directly
Oh, you know,
south
I'm sorry.
when you
Yeah,
have
I
a
wasn't like
freeway.
okay. I was right the first time where I was
Yeah.
going with it. Yeah, because obviously, like so now
It's one
from
direct
A to
line
B, A to
instead
B
of-
is even 1,500, and but
It's less miles to
Yeah.
get to the destination.
I know
Yeah, you're
I'm
going
stupid
boom
as
to
shit.
boom.
I can't think.
Right there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Then
That
you're
is
gonna
really
have
cool.
to select flying car on Google Maps because it's gonna be like straight car.
You could be like going left, you fucking
Yeah.
stop here. Why the fuck am I stopping him in the air?
Does it land
That's
in the
not-
water safely?
But yeah, then you have to have
question.
something that's just like a bubble in the air where it's lights and can control. You need traffic control. So
Yeah, you need like the Jetsons where they had like the jet stream of like all the cars
yeah,
where it's lined up pretty much. Like unfortunately, I guess you're just gonna get more traffic again, but
Yeah.
just in the air.
Right.
You eventually, that's what it's gonna be like.
yeah.
Or the Star Wars movies where they're always like, if you see them in the cities and shit, there's always have like their traffic lanes,
Yeah.
but in the air.
Right. Yeah. But I wonder.
Well, but that one is pretty crazy.
Hopefully, this sells a lot though, so at least this road traffic will get better.
Our roads will get better
I'm all
too.
for it.
We'll have
Roads?
less people on the road.
Great,
And
no
then-
more taxes to the roads that they definitely use.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yup.
It's not a lot of cars, but that's a good start. I mean, that's
Yup.
not a small chunk of change, that's for sure.
We still need our high-speed train going across the country. I don't know why they've yet to do that.
They got rid of all those like passenger trains back in the day. They didn't need to keep those.
Now
Like,
that-
Europe's so cool. Like how you can just go.
You're gonna get
travel
somebody
from
that runs
country to
into
country.
a UFO now and be like, "I'm gonna chase you."
Finally.
Oh man, UFO
Will
sightings
you bring some?
are
Will you
going
bring some
up.
video, please? Please bring video.
UFO
Finally,
sightings.
we are up close, and he is on Facebook Live because he doesn't have to drive.
Yep.
Oh, that's hilarious.
You went to the rodeo.
Rodeo.
I've never been to a rodeo. I don't ever see myself going to one, but possibly. Just don't really have that opportunity, I guess, to go to one.
I will
What was it
change
like?
your mind, sir.
What was it like?
Because it was my first rodeo, and I never knew how country it was till this. When I worked at UPS, I would ship bull semen sometimes. They would come through. So, I got a little bit of country boy in me.
Did you just say
But-
bull semen?
Yeah, they ship it through UPS. Yeah, they send it to.
Nice.
Is that what there
Farms
was
with
a shortage on UPS? I thought, and they were trying to figure out the person that has been stealing.
Well, if you're one of I have such clear skin.
Dude, the
But-
truth comes out, and you heard it, her folks.
But yeah, it's so cool. They got like sheeps, the little kids to race with. They're
That's fun.
lassoing
Ah,
like cows.
awesome.
Somehow they like are able to flip like a tinier bull, but it's still a bull. They rope it up in like 2 seconds and let it go.
That sounds like a super awesome experience. So they were like lassoing just cows, like basically any like
Bulls.
farm animals. Really?
They were lassoing bulls.
Dude, how massive are those?
I thought you said
Up
cow.
close.
Yeah.
No,
You did say cows.
so the bulls are probably like, I would guess, even though it's baby bull, it's like 150, 200 pounds.
Yeah.
And now the big bulls are massive. So then they're bull riding, which is so cool to see. Like, dude, you don't realize on TV how extreme this is until you see it in real life.
Right.
You get to see the blood. You get to see a bull stomp on someone. It is crazy.
Does it actually
it's like
happen?
so dangerous.
Do you see someone get stomped on?
I didn't see anyone get stomped like that. I see someone get like lightly, like a little brushed.
Okay.
But dude, those clowns are lifesavers. Dude, if it wasn't for them, that a bull would kill a person. Person can't defend himself against a bull.
You say clown?
Those clowns.
Yeah, that's just, I just went into like some stupid thing. Like, dude, think about that. Rodeo clowns are still a thing.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, you kind of forget about that.
Rodeo clowns, the most underpaid job there is. I'll tell
And
you
they're
that
a
right
lifesaver.
now.
That's so funny. You kind of just forget about these odd, obscure jobs out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And then you're like that. It just reminded me, like, holy shit.
That's a job, right?
Yeah, that's
Well,
a
literally,
job.
those
Like,
are
that's
like-
a career for some people. Just to be like a rodeo clown the entire fucking.
Well, they
Time.
literally travel
Yeah.
from city to city. It's just like, Disney Circus. It's
That's actually so fun.
Yeah.
That's gotta be so cool.
Dude, and that is dressed to impress, dude. I'm out there in my cowboy boots, my cowboy hat.
these boots are made for walking.
I have
And
a
that's
nice
just what
little
they did,
flannel
right?
on. Got
were-
my booties.
His one, it was just a show boots. He's like, I just picked those up.
These are my
No.
show boots.
As a matter of
He
fact,
ain't no country
as a
boy.
matter of fact, some girl comes up to
Country.
me and she was like, look at all these posers here. She's talking about the girls because the girls
Facts.
are all
Oh,
Facts.
dressed
my
in their
gosh.
white boots. And she's like, look at my boots. So I'm looking, I'm like, okay, you're a farm girl. I see you. And I was like, look at my boots. But my boots are just dirty from walking around the streets of Minneapolis. But I was like, I'd be up there getting it too.
Speaking of bull riding, have you ever rode a bull?
I wish I would have.
A mechanical bull, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah. Mechanical bull beast.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember doing the no hands on it. Yeah, then just all the cool horses and all that. I highly recommend everyone to go. If you've never been to a rodeo, you must go. And I want to go to every rodeo I see now. And it was $25.
What a
Watch the
deal.
professionals. Like these are like legit the professionals who eventually you'll see in the pro bull riding PBR.
Which everybody watches
They
all the
win
time.
these
So
tournaments.
popular.
Go. Yeah, no, because it's super cool now. It's like U.S. and Brazil. They're the
You're saving the
best of it.
bull riding community.
no, dude.
They don't get enough recognition.
They should use you as a promoter.
I've never heard of it. I
Dude,
didn't
they
even know
got it
rodeo
on-
still really existed.
Bro, they got it on at the bars all the time.
I had no idea.
Yeah, during the PBR season, they always got it on. Big deal.
Yeah, it
What's
sounds
PBR?
cool.
Like PBR is like the beer or
Or is it pro bull riding?
oh okay.
So is it the same name as PBR?
I was asking you. I don't know.
Wow. Interesting. Maybe what came first? The bull riding? The bull or the beer? What came first? The chicken or the egg?
Bull.
I think
The
it's,
bull
Actually-
or the beer?
Actually, you know what? I don't know.
it probably was the beer, and they're like, "Let's go ride a bull."
Here's a stupid question: how long have bulls been around? Is that something
they
like
had to come from somewhere,
right?
But breeding wise, but also beer. How long's beer been around, or was it
Damn
just
near from the
weed?
beginning of time, or like
Yeah.
when we could once we learned it.
Wine,
That's like damn
too.
near like
Wine- I think
2,600
wine
years
came
ago. It's like the
first.
oldest thing is like 2,600 years ago. Oh, I'm sorry, 2,600 BC. Pardon me.
Okay,
So it's even
Yeah.
longer. Like
bull's got to be around longer. I don't know though. I don't know.
it might be a stupid question, but like what is it? What's that?
It is
fucking,
BC.
What's that one plant?
It is BC.
No, that yeah.
They say there's tombs where they found like beer and wine stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think right now. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
You know,
You heard it first.
Right.
So
they
there's
knew it
a-
already.
There's a comment from Bruce Lee, and I'm quoting. He says, "Don't ever talk bad about yourself because your body doesn't know the difference from you just joking. So your
Wow.
body takes everything you say seriously."
Should fucking
So-
idiot.
Matt let down Bruce Lee.
My body's letting me down. I hate you.
R.I.P. man to the great.
You go,
Fucking-
girl.
You see
Slay.
this? Ed?
You're killing
Look
it.
at my body. Let my fucking hair go. I hate it.
Girl, you are killing it.
Thank you.
Go
Thank-
get it.
Thank you, dude. Shout out Bruce Lee. What a fucking champion.
Right, dude. Like, what was he late in the matches with again? What He was.
Oh, that old
Nunchucks.
ass.
Was it? Nunchucks?
Yeah.
This is so nuts.
Do you guys know that
Everything
he
he
was
did.
Bruce Lee's mentor? I mean, sorry.
Bruce Lee was Bruce Lee's mentor.
So
Holy
that's
shit!
how badass Bruce Lee is. He was his own mentor.
That's when
wild.
you fucking.
Wild.
That's how you know you're the
dude,
man.
wow.
No, Jackie Chan was Bruce Lee was his mentor.
No, I don't believe that.
They are. And there's a story that he would always train with Bruce Lee, and he would run 3 miles in the morning every day. And he would be so tired compared to Bruce Lee. And so then Bruce Lee told him that, hey, we're going to run 5 miles today. And then he's like, I can't do it. He's like, if I do that, it could kill me. He's like, you should be dead then. And
Ouch.
Jackie Chan got really upset about it. But he ended up doing the 5 miles. And at the end, he asked Bruce Lee, and he says, if you're not going to push your body and fight and be disciplined and say that you can't push yourself, because you should push yourself every day to endure more and get further, then you're already dead to it. You live in a mentality and a morality of like, hey, this is enough. I'm already putting a limit on myself. And I was like, damn, Bruce Lee.
Don't put no limits on yourself.
No.
Just do it.
That guy was like such a disciplined guy, man.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
You're saying
do what he
Bruce-
did. He had to be
Bruce
so.
trains Jackie. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? Okay, that's where I was misunderstood you from the beginning. So okay, that's right.
Yeah, I didn't
Like
even know
that's like once you started
I
telling the
never
story.
knew that too
Sorry,
until I
making a
heard
little
that
story.
story.
I didn't know that.
I thought they were from different states. but-
Same here. My dad actually met Bruce Lee and his father.
Well,
He got his autograph in his book.
do you guys ever see Ip Man? It's like it's called IP, but they're also Ip.
Oh, really?
Dude, that's about Bruce Lee's mentor, actual.
Really?
Oh,
Bruce
dude.
Lee's mentor.
Yeah,
Nice.
dude, it is cool series.
I've never heard of him.
His name's Ip.
Ip like IP for
Yeah.
some. Yeah, I'm sure. Obviously, but that's what I. That's
Like
what
he's
the,
what
that's the
I
name of the
understand,
movie.
it's
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's 4 movies.
Gotcha.
Dude, and Donnie Yen plays the main
is he?
guy. Donnie Yen is a badass, by the way. This is off topic, but you got to watch that movie sometimes. It's in Chinese, pardon me, with subtitles, and it's got some of the coolest martial arts you'll fucking see today.
Really?
Like
Dude,
a couple years ago, like and
Yeah,
you're just like
that's
you're
awesome.
blown away. Like there's a scene where he fights roughly like 10 dudes,
Just
and it's fucking fantastic. I can't hype that
Yeah.
scene up enough.
When
seen the
did
movie?
this movie come out? I don't.
Oh, I don't
I'm not
remember those.
familiar
I don't
with this.
remember.
Back in our day when we were watching those martial arts
cool.
movies, like it was so cool. Like, Matt, do me a favor, just start mouthing some words. Hi, my name is I'm going
Oh,
to say this.
right,
That was
right.
so cool.
I know what you're talking about.
Dude,
that
and
shit
we-
was the best back then.
Yeah. And
Dude.
we're like, dude, who is this
The
guy?
one where they do all the it's like the modern day American Ninja Warrior, but it's a Chinese show and they voice over the
Wipeout
the
or
American
Oh,
something?
I know you're
It's
talking about
before
something
Wipeout.
Castle. Something Castle.
Dude, it's so fun.
I know exactly what you're talking about. They did it like on the what was that?
I was on Spike TV like
That's it,
all
Spike
day
TV.
back in
Thank
the
you.
day.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like wasn't it like Takashi's Castle or something very similar to that?
You got me. I can't
And they had,
remember.
like, this,
It's
like-
so funny.
I'm gonna go save us. Yeah,
Dude, back
You
in the
know?
day, yeah, before subtitles and dubs came to like an actual thing.
Dude, like all the ad-libs-
That's original dubbing, dude.
I mean, like that's a dub, but
That's
until they
crazy.
actually cared about matching it, they were just like, "Oh, just put anything over it."
Anything.
Alright. It's like, holy shit, what? That dude
that's
speaks for like
hilarious.
20 seconds, and all you hear is, "I'm Greg."
Like, dude, it's so it's so funny.
Oh
dude.
my
It's so
God,
funny.
That's the
that is so
worst.
hilarious.
I'll tell you, it was a fucking fun time, which was awful, by the way. But during pandemic, I just went on an 80s binge of old classical like Chinese martial arts movies.
Really?
Dude, just watching Bruce Lee, watching Jackie Chan's like prime, just badass stuff you could think of. Is when you see old Jackie doing Police Cop. It's some of the best, amazing,
Dude, and he did his
practical
own
stunts.
All his own
They do,
stunts.
dude, he would talk about how hard it was. They just had like a thing with him and his daughter.
Isn't
to
that
watch
so
his
beautiful?
movie. It is beautiful.
Sad as
Yeah.
you're just like,
Oh yeah.
because who doesn't love Jackie Chan?
Yeah. Dude,
Who?
he made some great movies when we were younger. Like, dude, he
Rambo.
was like doing all like it was like Indiana Jones, but in a martial arts form, right? Where like he could go, everything's like, oh, he jumps over a cart, dives in it, you know? And Rush Hour, like, come
Rush
on.
Hour
back
classics.
Was Rush Hour like what, late 90s?
Probably about there.
Right around like 98, roughly? Give
Yeah,
or take?
probably the first one.
Or you think it's 2000?
Do you
Chris
hear the
Tucker.
words that are coming out of my mouth?
Chris Tucker.
Nobody
out
understands
there
the words
killing
coming out of your
it.
mouth.
Dude, you asked who has a problem with Jackie Chan? Probably all the people he's beat up and left for dead.
Right? Yeah.
No, he's a very good person to work with. Like I've heard this plenty of times on this one YouTube channel I watch. I gotta give a shout out because Corridor Crew is amazing. They have the best like visual artist stuff. But they were talking about Steven Seagal. He'd always beat up the actual stunt actors and shit. But like I'd imagine like Jackie Chan, who was a stuntman himself, he would have pose and precision and not want to beat up the people he's working with. But Steven Seagal would be like going full force and shit. He's like, shut up, bitch. And actually fucking hit them.
Actually hit them.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, Steven Seagal actually he used to be fucking pretty rough with his stunt crew.
Did you guys like watch the bloopers? Like where like they might break a stick and the stick doesn't break and he actually gets hit, or like he tries to like move out of something coming and actually like hits him.
Absolutely, yes.
It's like it's crazy business, but it's pretty cool to do.
Have you ever seen Police? I think it's Police Story. It's one of the very pretty sure it's Police Story or Police.
Not all of us went on an '80s binge during the pandemic.
I missed out. You missed out.
I missed that one.
The scenes like some of the coolest movies out there is the old Jackie Chan movies.
What also is cool is like the sound effects you get when you're doing a punch. Like it's like a Dragon Ball Z. It's like whoosh, pow, pow. Yeah,
you got to shout out to the Foley artists back there.
Yeah,
like, they're doing all the work.
What did you call them?
Is it Foley or Foley?
I don't know.
Is that the people that make the sound effects and stuff? That's
like if they're a horse walking on screen, they do the click clacks or bones breaking. Those guys, I can't remember Foley or Foley.
If they do a helicopter, they do drumsticks to a pillow.
It's so neat. Yeah, those guys are always undercredited.
Yeah,
for bringing the sound to us and
really
immersing us.
They always be forgetting about what's the name we keep forgetting, guys.
I know their name, I can't say it. That's why they're still uncredited.
Yeah,
look,
I've got to see some of the Bruce Lee old clips on now because the internet clips that pop up and some of the Jackie Chan ones.
See, that full circle is. You have to appreciate those guys.
I hate to disrespect Bruce Lee, but I can't do that stuff. My body won't allow it. Stupid body.
Stupid body.
Bruce Lee.
Wake up.
Do better.
You have to have the Bruce Lee mentality. I own you.
Oh man! Speaking of Bruce Lee, how badass is that fucking water quote of his? Be like water.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? That one?
Yeah. Oh, it's like being in the moment with time. So.
I said, empty your mind.
It flows.
Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup. It becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Be water, my friend.
That's so badass. Just because also it came from him too, which makes it even cooler. If that was just some regular guy, you're like, oh, that's pretty good. But it coming from Bruce Lee, like, oh, that's a disciplined motherfucker.
Yeah.
I got to take his advice.
Yeah. No, he's definitely pushed limits. He's kind of like your nowadays, what's the guy that does running even with the broken leg?
David Goggins.
David Goggins. Like, he's the modern day Bruce Lee.
I agree.
Goggins is
he's
different.
I can listen to him talk
different.
and he just helps me inspired. Like, and he gives it the real and raw form. Like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, we can make those moves. You can make those sacrifices. You can get up and do it. But, my favorite show's on Netflix, or my favorite show on YouTube. Cheers and beers, baby.
That dude is actually just built different, though.
Yeah.
Like, he's a superhuman.
And
I would disagree. Because
he
he talks about a story about he got to that point.
Oh, for sure.
He was like overweight,
he
300 pounds, went into the Navy.
That meant, I'm sorry, let me put it that way. I guess his mentality, like, he changed his mentality to superhuman. Like he evolved his mentality.
Yeah.
To just be able to be like that, disciplined. Like that is a truly very hard mindset.
It's an empowerment too. Like
it's tough to be disciplined.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, you can like, oh.
Well, he made a business out of it now
I'm
too.
going to have 3 cookies a day instead of 4. But that motherfucker is like, dude, we don't eat cookies at all.
Yeah, we know how you are with your Oreos, man.
I love Oreos. Double stuffed all day.
Double stuffed
day.
Oh. You're like, we can have one.
If Oreo wants to sponsor Cheers and Beers.
Oh, that would be my dream come true. I love Oreos so much. Oreos, please sponsor us. Please, Oreos, please.
If that happens, then we're gonna need some type of thing to roll Matt around. You know?
It's getting there already.
Yeah, we got that wheelbarrow up back.
We'll
We'll
be
be
good.
good. We'll be good.
Yeah, that's definitely.
For when
fun,
we
yeah.
go up, we'll have one of those little red wagons.
The old red wagons. I couldn't say
Yeah,
that word.
wagon.
I kept saying the W.
Ronald Reagan? What are we talking about? Presidents now?
Matt
Go
can't
political,
Even, Matt
that's
can't
it.
even talk.
Go
He's still
political.
thinking about the Oreos.
You don't understand, dude.
Red wagon. The red wagon.
I know he heard Oreos. Went back to childhood there.
Damn it. That's my body letting me down again.
Stupid body.
That's my mind. I don't want it. It's the body that craves the fucking sugar.
Yeah,
I
My
wish.
mind is disciplined.
That's exactly.
that's
But
the thing.
my body's telling me yes.
I don't want to hurt nobody. Classic.
The classics.
Oh, you know what time it is. It's the first one for season 2,
Let's
episode
go.
1. And it wouldn't be it without AITA.
Hey.
AITA. And with all honors and all pleasure, Sean, take it away.
All right. Am I the asshole for letting my daughter have a second phone without tracking?
Without tracking.
All right. I am the father of a 17-year-old girl, Anna. Her mother and I get divorced because she started being very obsessive about knowing details of everything. Where I was going, who I was with, when I expected to be back. I had to check in every 10 minutes or she would freak out and call the cops.
What? Call the cops.
Yeah. It got to be too much and we divorced. Anna was very young when this happened and because of some poor criminal charges, I got full custody. I did, however, allow my ex to have Anna 1 weekend a month.
Well, at least you got to see her.
Yeah. Anna's first phone broke about a year back and my ex offered to buy her a new one. I was more than okay with it because it's a free phone. What's the downside?
Yeah, what's the downside?
Well, the downside is that my ex is doing the same thing to Anna now. If the tracking software shows she's anywhere but my house,
What?
work, or school, before let out for summer, of course, she will panic. Anna told me about this and how annoying it gets. I talked to my ex and she said she would stop, but Anna said that never happened. So I got a new phone for her without the tracking software. She leaves her mom's phone at my house and will occasionally call or text her mom on it. But if she's going out with friends, she won't bring it.
Suspicious.
That was fine for about 2 weeks until they ran into each other at Target
Oh.
and my ex figured out what was going on. She blew up at me, but I told her this is the reason we got divorced and I don't want her to drive her own child away too.
Wow.
She is claiming it's negligent and it's dangerous. If she doesn't know Anna's safe because she could be dead, which seems like a bit of an overreach in my eyes, I get safety, but she gets obsessive very quickly. Am I the asshole?
Wow, that's so interesting. Man,
That's actually kind of tough.
it
Because
changed my perspective both so many times throughout reading this.
damn,
Man. Oh,
I feel that's tough. Because on
But-
one hand, like the mother is obviously very controlling.
yes, we see that.
Very controlling.
Very
Like, I mean,
controlling. Yes.
from what we have the information here, yeah, it sounds like she's pretty controlling.
Yes.
So yeah, she won't let her kid go anywhere.
She was
from
worried
work,
about her
school.
husband. Like, dude, she would like put a leash on him too, and it could be
Yeah.
like, even if it's reversed too. That's terrible. Like that's you don't want that in a relationship. You have to have trust.
Yes.
But
But this is for letting.
this is a
His
child
daughter.
now, though. So I mean, the tracking software on a child who's 14.
17.
17.
17.
Oh, sorry.
But still,
Thank you.
still, she should have tracking software on her phone.
Man, I
It
swear
is
to
a
God.
17-year-old girl. Nowadays,
Yeah,
you should
that's-
know where you're at.
Bro, us as grown men should have someone track our phone just in case. I
Yeah.
think
That'd be nice.
it's a important thing.
Man, I don't, that's
But we don't know. Does he have tracking software on her phone?
no.
He just it doesn't say if he does.
Daughter
or
have a
doesn't.
second phone without tracking. So she's
No,
got the
without
second
the
phone.
mother tracking.
He's not tracking it as far as we know. As far as we know.
So basically, she wants a phone so that her mother can't track her whereabouts
Yeah.
every time because
So that girl's got 3
because-
phones now.
yeah. And that's the hard part is there's no context on like how good the child is.
No,
Yeah.
there's
That's
not.
the
Yeah.
hard part, right?
Right.
Because it's like if this is a child that's like always doing that and finally goes out one time with her friend and
Right.
you know she
Yes.
just wants to have a good time with her friend. It's like okay, that should be okay. So but this is like is the dad the asshole for doing that? The mom is not okay with not tracking their child because obviously they ran into each other without her even knowing, so.
That's yeah.
I don't know, dude. This is
tough.
probably the toughest one we've ever did.
She is 17. She's 1 year away from 18, and who knows how many months. Like, not I'm sure she didn't just turn 17, but she's so close to 18. Are you still gonna be tracking her at 18? So does that 1 year really make a difference? Like, I don't know.
It's hard. Well, yeah, she's
I don't
17.
know.
Also, she's also dependent on her parents technically, right?
Yes, for sure.
So, I mean, we can still go into context and talk, but I think I have my answer. We can still talk about it if you want, but
I'm gonna give my answer, and then let's go down the line. I'm gonna say not the asshole.
So you're saying the dad's not the asshole?
I don't think so.
I'm
For
saying-
letting the daughter have a second phone without tracking.
Right.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think he's an asshole.
She should have some freedoms.
I don't think so.
So you don't think so?
I'll back up why real quick if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect. Just real quick.
Well, okay.
Unless you're agreeing with me, or unless you disagree.
Well, I'll tell you.
Yes,
if you're
here. I'm ready.
For it. So I think he is an asshole
Okay.
for going behind the mom's back. She's 17-year-old. She's still a minor.
Okay.
Next year, different story. But yeah, you shouldn't get a second phone without the mother knowing. If I was in a relationship, we had a kid, if there was something going on, especially with the second phone, and I didn't know about it, I would be upset. It's kind of an asshole move in my eyes, especially when a child is up in a minor stage.
It might be a little bit. I'll give you that because it's. I don't want to call him an asshole, but I will call it like a little egotism here because they're divorced. So now it might just be like, I'm gonna get even,
Maybe.
and I'm not gonna tell her she can't dictate my life anymore. If I want to get my daughter a phone, I'm gonna get my daughter a phone. So like now they're not working as a team anymore. Obviously, they're divorced, and so he's gonna be more like, dude, you don't dictate what I get to do anymore. You don't have that ability. You don't have that privilege.
Mm-hmm.
You used to, but not anymore. So if I want to get Anna a phone, I'm going to, and I don't have to tell you because we're not together.
Yeah, but it also is her daughter as well.
Oh, I don't
So
disagree. I don't disagree that.
And a phone is a like
I don't disagree that.
We don't know how extreme was this lady.
correct.
They were.
And that's
I
why
don't know. Like,
I mean, well, so it comes down
she
to
could be like
Go ahead.
legitly extreme. Like when she ran into her at Target, she already knows that her daughter is at home. Like, does she like literally track her every second of the
that's a
day?
sickness
That's a
in
little
itself.
too
That's
much.
what it is too
Like-
much.
it's a sickness. Yeah,
It is too much.
I
It's
don't
also
know.
17 though. It's like it is a child. To her, it's gonna always be her child. But I think there's some conversations that need to happen. But for sure, I don't think the guy should step out of line without the mother of the child knowing as well, especially if she's in her life.
I truly don't believe he did step out of line.
Yeah, I
though.
don't think so. I can't judge it without knowing everything.
Mm-mm.
So that's why I say no.
It's
And
kind of like
here's why I was going back to. I didn't want to interrupt you earlier. It was just, yeah, it's 2023, but if it was 1993, what are you gonna do?
you don't even have a phone.
That's
what are you
what I'm
talking
saying.
about? It's
Right.
like
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
The
So
phone
she's
came in the cars.
So
back.
she's
Right.
gonna have her freedoms, and she should be allowed her freedoms. She's
Right.
a young girl, figure it out herself. She doesn't need her mom breathing down her neck every hour. I wouldn't like that, even if growing up in myself, like that would be terrible. You don't get to express who you are. You don't get to figure out who you are. You have to go hang out with the friends that you want to go hang out with because you're trying to constantly be worrying about. My mother is watching me the entire time, and
So-
you never get to really be you.
Well, so that's and that you kind of went out of context. Like, yeah, that's what they should do. There's a whole different side besides just getting a second phone. Like that's like a temporary solution to a permanent like it's a not a solution, like a correct solution. The correct solution is like, hey, she should live her life. She shouldn't have to get a second phone. She should respect her boundaries as she's getting to an adult. But still,
That's why the mother is an asshole.
you
and,
think
the father's not.
Hey,
yeah.
can I bring it back to this part where the father said that he doesn't want Anna's mother to push her away, and I think he makes a really good point. He's trying to save the relationship.
That's
If
true.
the daughter's like that is bothering her that much, I think the
Yeah,
dad's
it
actually
clearly
trying
pushed.
to
It clearly
help
pushed him
their-
away.
their relationship.
Yeah, pushed him away, and so
And
he
he
sees
doesn't
that
want
too.
her
He
to
doesn't
live that.
That's very
Maybe
good.
he's a very good guy.
Very good point.
Yeah, I think checking in every 10 minutes and calling the cops
He's a
is.
little obsessive.
But that's the thing. Like, the woman's that type of woman that she's gonna get so upset about this happening. Where it's kind of an asshole move to know who this is. They need to sit down, maybe have a therapist because that.
The mother is very controlling.
I think
Yeah.
that's what might be needed here. We
Yeah.
need some family therapy.
Big time.
But that's crazy. So you guys agree, we had a disagreement, and like, dude, let us know what you guys think. Like, what
Yeah.
side are you on here? Team Josh or Team Matt and Sean? You know,
All
like,
day.
we're going to
Let's
figure it out.
go!
Is this guy kind of
Who's
the
coming
asshole, or
with
is he
me?
not the asshole? Let us know. Let us in the comments. This is, it's a good one.
That's a good one. I'm gonna say I don't think he's an asshole though.
Yeah.
I would do it too.
Yeah.
I would give my daughter or something.
Nice. I still love you guys. See, that's
Love
what we
ya.
talk about. You can have different types of opinions and still get along. But I don't like these guys.
Seriously. And if your opinions are wrong, like Josh, that's okay.
All right. Cool. Now let's do it. Let's.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you heard that sound? You know what it is? The spin wheel.
Oh, shit.
Of that.
Who's getting on the chopping block
If this
today?
is your first time, just like Matt said, chopping block. We spin the wheel. Whoever loses or wins,
Yes.
right? It depends on how
Chugs
you look at it.
the beer.
Chugs the beer. As in Cheers and Beers history, this is what we do. So, Matt,
Yes, sir.
I think it's time. Click that button.
Click that button.
Clicking it?
Spin that
Oh my
wheel.
God.
I'm so nervous.
Did I even look?
It is Matt.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Oh, my gosh.
What's
Oh, my gosh.
No way.
Oh, my gosh.
No way.
Oh, my gosh.
Whoa.
You can't get any
Fuck.
better than that.
That's a great.
That was
You
crazy.
cannot get better than that.
Oh, that's good. Oh, I'm
Wow.
not happy about that.
I
Hold
got
on.
you.
That's bullshit.
Wow.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit. That's so good.
Wow.
It was just
Yeah.
meant to be today.
It was
meant to be.
Wow, that is awesome.
Oh man.
Helping them out.
Thank you, buddy.
We got the beer bong here. We got Sean pouring it in, Matt chugging it because he's a
I
loser
fucking lost.
or he's a winner.
Oh man, I'm so nervous. Talk about embarrassment. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, you gotta get all of it? We don't have to get all of it.
As as
Here, I'll
Cheers
put-
and
go ahead
Beers
and put that
tradition, man.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah. No wait for you so you can hold it. If you don't mind.
yep.
Thank you. Cheers and beers.
Ooh. Wow. Nice work. First time.
Woo!
I didn't think we got Matt the whole season last
Nah,
time.
not at all.
And
Good
now
job.
No.
it's going to be Matt every time.
No, every time. And he made it. He made it. The last one we had that was analog.
Yeah.
Woo!
Never
That-
landed on him, and he made it.
Yeah. See, that's what it is. I think he's the one that made the last one we had, just like you said. I think he put a weight on it. 'cause
And
Mitch chugged-
somehow,
Yeah.
even though you made the digital
It's
one,
karma. It's karma.
karma. Every time.
Dude, how close was that one? That was a good fucking
that
wheel.
was very close.
And that's
What-
the episode.
What an
Hey.
episode. What a time. What a time.
Dude,
That was great.
this is season 2, episode 1.
And it
right
came
here.
to the end. So we're going to say
We're going to say thank you.
Thank you.
we appreciate you.
All this audience.
And we love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Guys, let's do some cheers and beers to the fans.
To the fans.
Let's go. Cheers.
Cheers and beers.
And beers.